Hi everyone, I'm MaryAnn. I'm a visual artist and voice coach from Singapore, currently in Singapore, and welcome to day 87 of my 100-day vlog series. So if you're someone who has a dream and you want to make it come true and you're not quite sure how to go about making that happen, or you want to pursue your passion or create a worthy and meaningful purpose for your life, and you started doing that but you're feeling stuck, you're feeling confused, you don't know if this is really the right thing for you, well, I'm here to share with you that you're not alone in this journey, that I've been on this road for many years now and I'm still learning a lot of things as I go along. But I'm here to share what I've learned in the hopes that it can help you better frame whatever it is you're going through so you can continue in your journey and ensure that you get to that finish line of making your dreams come true. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments or you can directly message me through any one of my social media links which are in the write-ups attached to these videos. So yesterday I shared about how our experiences in life are basically manufactured by, well, us. No matter what external things that happen to us, no matter what our environment gives to us, one person's experience of the same event would be different from everyone else's. And this is because we are a product of our past experiences, positive and negative, and we have been shaped by those experiences and the people who were a big influence in our lives, and that leads to us having a certain way that we view the world and a certain perception of the world and from that perception and that framework of how we view the world and the people around us, we naturally and unconsciously react in different ways. And therefore, whatever experiences that come our way, even if it could be the kind of experiences that you're longing for in your life, your own perception of that may not allow you to truly enjoy these experiences that come along. Like a couple of days ago, I shared about how if, let's say, you want a romantic partner who is really, really amazing and who would, plan romantic evenings for you and, to show how much they really care for you. And if you're not able to appreciate that and you're not able to see that, even though those are the kinds of experiences you want, but if, let's say, there's something in you that says like, oh, I don't deserve to have good things in life, then even if you have that amazing romantic partner who plans that amazing romantic candlelight date dinner for you, you're always going to find something wrong with it or something off about it or feel that you don't deserve it, and therefore you cannot fully accept it. And hence, the experience that is right there waiting for you to accept it and embrace it and experience it for what it is something that will be out of your reach. So for every single one of us, there are things that we're not truly able to experience in our lives because we are the ones who hold ourselves back. We have certain ideas about how things should be or how we should be, and it doesn't really allow us to be fully present here in the moment. What I shared yesterday is that this is going to be a lifelong process of figuring this one out, and of course, reading self-help books and listening to vlogs is not going to really give you any answers there, but at the very least what we can start doing is to start cultivating a sense of self-awareness so that we can be more aware of why do we react a certain way in different situations, why do we get triggered by certain people, and where does that really come from in our own history. So really being in tune with ourselves, really being able to connect with ourselves and to check in with ourselves and to really figure out what is going on within us is a very important skill set, I think, when it comes to living the journey of your dreams. Because this journey of pursuing your dreams is never going to be an easy one. And it's not so much that the road itself is difficult. It's more like, we have a lot of these internal barriers and these internal frameworks and our ideas of how we think the world is or how we think the world should be or how we think we are or how we think we should be and how people, all of these frameworks that we have that kind of color our perception of the world and not allow us to see things for what they are makes that journey of pursuing your dreams way harder than it really needs to be. And that's why when we want to pursue our dreams, a lot of people are not going to make it, not because that journey is really all that difficult, but more like they're not able to be in control of themselves or in charge of themselves, and hence in charge of the experiences that come along their way. And all of these things really start with being able to look within yourself and being able to reflect upon your experiences and study the patterns in your life or notice the patterns in your life and being more aware of what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what exactly is going through your mind whenever certain things happen. And this is not something that can easily come about when we are in the midst of a very stressful situation, when we're in the midst of trying to work so hard to survive, trying to take care of the people who depend on us. And when we don't have a lot of time to ourselves, it is not easy to cultivate this sense of self-awareness. And so it's always going to be the tendency for us to stay within our framework of what we think the world is, rather than to challenge it and to question ourselves and to start to change some of our perceptions around the world, even if it's just on an intellectual level. But at least we can start to see reality for what it is to some extent versus not being able to see it at all. So it's the same thing too when you're trying to figure out whether your dream is right for you and whether pursuing this path is right for you or not. If you are constantly bombarded by so many commitments from your job, from your family, from your loved ones, from other things that you are busying yourself with, then it's very difficult to get in touch with the voice inside you that is telling you what your dream is and telling you what your passion is, and urging you to explore something that you've always wanted to explore and something that really matters to you. So ultimately it still starts then with us being able to carve out some time in our lives to just be with ourselves and to put ourselves as a priority. Not so much in terms of, okay, today's my day off and I'm just gonna binge watch TV shows, but more like self-care, more like spending time with yourself, without any distractions, like going for a walk in nature without the cell phone, going to visit, a place that you've never visited before, again without the cell phone, or doing some meditation where it's about getting in touch with what's going on inside you, or just sitting at a cafe and doing a little bit of journaling again and not looking at the cell phone. We're so easily distracted by the cell phone that it becomes a natural inclination to keep wanting to check it even though you just checked it 5 seconds ago for messages. And when these distractions are always in place, we never have time to really connect with ourselves. We never have time to really look deeper inside ourselves and to really get to know who is this person that you are. And when you don't know who you are and you don't really have a habit of getting in touch with yourself and getting more in tune with what really matters to you, it's then very difficult to figure out exactly what is it you want in your life and exactly what matters to you in your life. And then you're always going to be sucked into the things of the world, the obligations of your job, the family commitments that you have, rather than being in tune with what you really want and who you really are and whatever it is that really matters to you. I think one great way to do this is to have like a technology-free day and just take a day by yourself, or even half a day or a few hours by yourself. Turn off the cell phone and just get connected to yourself again. Just go sit somewhere. Somewhere in nature would be nice, but go sit somewhere quiet where you can just be by yourself and just observe the world and start paying attention to what is it that goes on inside you and what's really happening with you, and just be with yourself and start to get to know yourself again. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, or you can directly message me through any one of my social media links which are in the write-ups attached to this video. And if you like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel or like my Facebook page wherever you're seeing this on. And I'll see you tomorrow.